The World Cup you grew up watching, it doesn't exist anymore. We're talking more teams, more matches, a brand new knockout round that has never existed before, and a format so chaotic that a team could literally draw every single group game and still advance. So, before this tournament starts, and before you embarrass yourself trying to explain the bracket to your friends, let's break this down in under 4 minutes. The 2026 World Cup features 48 teams. That's up from 32, 16 extra countries. For context, the very first World Cup in 1930 had 13 teams. We've nearly quadrupled that. More teams means more matches. In total, 104 games will be played across 39 days. That's up from 64 matches in Qatar. You essentially have an entirely extra World Cup stitched on top of the old one. This is the first time 3 countries have ever jointly hosted a World Cup: the United States, Canada, and Mexico. 16 cities total are hosting matches, 11 in the United States, 3 in Mexico, and 2 in Canada. The tournament opens in Mexico City on June 11th and closes at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey on July 19th. Previously, the World Cup had 8 groups of 4 teams each. Now, with 48 teams, there are 12 groups of 4. Every team still plays 3 games in the group stage, one against each other team in their group. The top 2 teams from each group advance, but so do the 8 best third-place teams across all 12 groups. In practice, it means a team could draw all 3 group games, collect 3 points, finish third in their group, and still make the knockout round. FIFA looked at that scenario and said, yes, that's fine. The 2026 World Cup introduces a brand new knockout round, the round of 32. This round has never existed at a World Cup before, ever. In 96 years of this tournament, the first knockout game was always the round of 16. 32 teams advance from the group stage and enter single elimination play. 1 game, lose, and go home. To win the World Cup, a team has to survive 5 knockout games. 5. You know the type of tournament where legends are made and favorites get destroyed in the most humiliating way possible. Yeah, expect more of that. FIFA has created 2 separate pathways to the semifinals, specifically designed to prevent the 2 highest-ranked teams in the world from meeting before the final. Right now, that means Spain and Argentina are kept on opposite sides of the bracket until the very last game. In theory, this guarantees the biggest possible final din-din. In practice, it's FIFA's way of protecting their most lucrative matchup. Nobody wants to see the 2 best teams eliminate each other in the quarterfinals and then watch a final between 2 teams nobody expected. 72 group stage matches alone, that's more than the entire 2022 World Cup in Qatar. 104 total matches, 40 more than in Qatar. The United States hosts 78 of the 104 matches. This isn't just a big tournament. This is the biggest sporting event ever staged on North American soil, and it's happening right now. FIFA didn't just add teams, they rebuilt the entire machine. More countries get their moment, more matches get played, more upsets become possible. But qualifying for this World Cup now is just slightly less special than it used to be. In a tournament this big, with this many matches and this many chances for chaos, who actually wins? Is it the best team, or just the team that catches the best bracket? Think about that when you're watching. If you want to actually understand what you're watching this summer, not just know the scores, but understand the tournament, subscribe. We're going to break down every round, every storyline, and every giant killing upset as it happens. See you there.